Hey everybody. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. As you can see on the screen, and you've probably seen this video because this lady, I think, did the most. Hasn't paid rent in, let's see, 3 years. And yet, you're the one who's mad. Huh. So, one thing I would imagine is that you do have some money in the bank. Let's look at this quick clip. And I want to have a conversation. This is what people do, I'm sorry to say, when you're ignorant and you think you've got game, that you're playing someone. As I said before, people are trying to pay the landlords, the mom and pop landlords. When they are gone, trust and believe. Said before on this channel, when the hedge funds show up, when Wall Street shows up, darling, this would never happen. It would have never happened. There is no sympathy. So she and the mother obviously live in the apartment, haven't paid in 3 years. And now it is like really time to go. And this is what happened. She gets upset.
Oh no, it do though, it do. How you think he felt and he ain't got no rent money? How you think? We been in here. If he really wanted his rent money that bad, it wouldn't have been this problem. I wouldn't be here if we didn't have a problem. So it's a problem. He don't even want y'all money at this point. He just want his house back. Ooh, that is irritating. Y'all doing this in the cold, bro. How would you say how you think he feel if he ain't got no money? It ain't like he ain't got it. Nothing. So when my mama went to court, ain't nobody give her no information. What you talking about? So ain't nobody give her no number, no contact information, no email, no nothing.
She's all in her feelings. She has the audacity to be all in her feelings, and they are occupying someone's whole house for free. You and your mom. Why are you yelling? See, this is what happens when people are very, I'm sorry to say, in my opinion, you're ignorant. 3 years? You ought to be thankful. You should have some money in the bank. And she's like, oh, throw us out in the cold though. Yeah, the landlord obviously hasn't been paid in the winter, spring, summer, fall. And you have the audacity to stay there. Do they not understand business? I don't think the house is paid for, but more than likely there's a mortgage or a mortgage has been on that property. Insurance and taxes have to be paid. So self-entitled. And then these people blow my mind. You're getting these evictions and you want to sit up here and holler, then and give me any paper. Sweetheart, the fact that you went to court, you're not going to tell me because I have been a landlord. So I've seen these little shenanigans. Oh, trust and believe. When it's gone this far, I have no sympathy. When you got the paperwork from the court to serve you, that was your notification. You knew then what was coming. And it's really clear cut. Did you pay or not? You know what's going to happen. Bye-bye. 3 years of staying there. Can you imagine if you just worked at a fast food and didn't pay rent? You should have some money in the bank. And now it's time to go. You're basically holding somebody's property hostage. And you have the dustacity, because this is truly dusty behavior for a female. You're all up in your feelings as if you're the one that's wronged. And no, my darling, you're in violation. And they didn't give her any paperwork, any nothing. When your mom went to court, whoever went, you know how it went down, and the judge lets you know. Again, I've been a landlord and I have filed an eviction. They give you so many days. When that gavel hits, you know what time it is. But see, you want to sometimes be slick and act brand new. They didn't give me any email. Are you signed up on the registry on the court cases? See, I've had that even in business matters. When you file something online, a motion, anything, petition, you can file it online, fax, whatever you want to do. It's going to go ahead and give you a notification online. And on top of that, my darling, they also send it in the mail. This is, I mean, it blows my mind. The way people try to come out of a bag as if they're the victim.
How you think he felt?
Look, listen to how she's raising her voice. And wrong verb choice. Oh my God, it do. Wrong verb choice just all around. You all up in your feelings trying to play victim, and you've been staying there for 3 years. The property is not yours. It has not been inherited. Basically, the landlord is paying for you, and now it's time to go, and this is what you do? Unbelievable. All up in your feelings, acting all crazy.
How you think he felt and he ain't got no rent money? How you think? We been in here. If he really wanted his rent money that bad, it wouldn't have been this problem.
Can you interpret that for me? I don't know if she's just stupidly speaking, ebonically speaking. Girl, if it's that green hair speaking, I don't know. But if he really wanted his rent money that bad, so that tells him right there. So you know that you owe, and y'all just been staying there thinking that you're getting over. And now you up in arms, hollering and yelling. We're getting put in the cold. If you stay for 3 months, you should definitely have some money in the bank. And if you didn't bank it, then I don't know what to tell you. The audacity for you, the audacity for you to do this. Stay in somebody's house for 3 years, and now it's time to go, and you are howling and screaming. You should have some money in the bank. If your mom went to court, she knew what time it was. Listen, even if she didn't have any paperwork, sweetheart, they told her verbally how many days you have to get out. So they should definitely have some money in the account for sure. All you need to do right now is call U-Haul and go to your next spot. And if they haven't secured one, good luck. For this, I have no sympathy. But this is how people do when they are ignorant and they think they're so slick and you're not. And then reality pops up. It's time to go. You all up in arms, not prepared. Where'd the rent money go for the past 3 years? That's what I want to know. Where did the rent money go? So she's saying, so like to me, if he really wanted his rent money that bad, so in other words, we know we owe the man rent. We know we owe him. Me and moms, we know that we owe this man rent. Yeah. Going on 3 years. So she's not saying we don't owe. It wouldn't have been this problem. The fact that you knew that you owed rent and didn't pay, that's the problem. So now you're trying to throw it off on the landlord. It's like these ladies, it's interesting. Social media has become like the new psychiatrist. You get on there TikTok, oh my gosh. And I used to be that person, like, oh my God, we gotta help this lady. We need to do something. No, You want help like the lady yesterday. If you had a teen, no, you need some low self-esteem and self-worth. You're still prioritizing men. Put yourself first. So people love to play victim. So now it's a problem. The problem, ma'am, is you and your mom staying there for 3 years. And like I said, look at the presentation. And you wonder why he wants you out. 3 years? Unbelievable.
He ain't got no rent money. How you think? We been in here. If he really wanted his rent money that bad, it wouldn't have been this problem.
So I guess she thought, oh, well, we're not paying. He's not taking action. Guess he doesn't want it that bad. Let's just stay on. Player, stay on. Non-rent player, live on. Not happening, not today.
I wouldn't be here if we didn't have a problem. So it's a problem. He don't even want y'all money at this point. He just want his house back.
She said, wait a minute. So they haven't paid rent in 3 years. She's copping an attitude. And then she's like, I don't understand. Ma'am, you do understand. Let's do a role reversal. It's like a lady, she was like, telling me about her relationship. And we discussed it before. And we were friends. And kind of like known her for a while. And I just told her, I said, and I knew she still liked the guy. I said, well, I really don't want to say too much about this guy. I know how she is. So I told her, when she told me what was happening and, what should I do? I said to her, let's do this. Let's do a role reversal. Whatever you're telling me, pretend it's me and I'm telling you. And then what do you think? I said, what you're saying, pretend I'm telling you that and it's my relationship. So what would you tell me? And it was crickets. You already know. So the same thing. Oh, I don't understand. I mean, it sounds so entitled. Let's do a role reversal, ma'am. If that was her property in her house, someone stayed 3 years, and given her demeanor, given how she's coming off, highly irrational, not very bright, not logical at all, but given her demeanor, I would hate to rent from her and have be a day late. She might show up on your door. Oh, where's my rent money? Where's my rent? You can't be staying up in here free. I bet she would understand then. But now, all of a sudden, she doesn't understand. Really? Do a role reversal. Let it be her property and let someone stay there. You probably couldn't even be 2 weeks late. She might be at the door knocking. I need my rent money. I need my rent money. People are playing dumb, trying to run game, looking insane. This is just stupid. And her reaction, if anything, miss, start packing. That's what you should do. Instead of yelling, start packing because they're going to put your stuff out on the street.
I wouldn't be here if we didn't have a problem. So it's a problem. He don't even want y'all money at this point. He just want his house back. They not doing this in the cold, bro. How you think he feel if he ain't got no money? He ain't got it.
Now she just said it's not like her mama can't pay the money. They probably been stacking their rent, trying to do the get over routine, stacking the rent, thinking, oh, we're getting over, and now it's in the code. Again, that mortgage still goes on in the code. The taxes, the property taxes, the insurance, it still goes on. Maintenance. And looking at it, they're not doing a good job of keeping it up. The man just wants them out. So see, this is what happens when people, they think they're so smart. Oh, they think they're so slick, and then life happens and you want to play victim. Life happens and now you want to play victim. And you have the nerve to say it's irritating. Can you look? Let's do the math. What if rent is, let's say, we're gonna cut our rate, for example, $1,000 a month. So $1,000 a month is $12,000 a year times 3 years is $36,000 out the landlord's pocket. Let's just say if that's the amount of the rent. Who the heck do you think is irritated, ma'am? If her and her mom are both going to work every day, you know someone has the money. The landlord doesn't though, but you're the one that's irritated. And seeing things like this here, when they get evicted, it may sound cruel. I have no sympathy if nobody will release to them. No sympathy at all. Oh, I've done that, have a heart. No. A lot of cases, it's the reason why some people, when they get that eviction, it's not even worth it. It's not worth the trouble. So they've had 3 years, and now she's saying, not like she didn't have the money. No, at this point, paying, nah, they don't want your money. They just want you out. So what's going to happen? Part two is, they're probably gone by now. So part two is probably when they realize, we have an eviction, and no one's going to rent to us. And see, now with leasing, even though you can pay the security deposit and the application fee, newsflash. In business, a lot of times, the application fee and the processing fee, whatever you call that, guess what? They can keep their money and not spend money on a background check. Because you know what they can do? They can see where you live last and just check, what was your last address? Check the counting. All they have to do is check the county records and see if you've had an eviction. And if you've had an eviction, guess what? They don't have to do a credit check or nothing. They can go ahead and just keep that money in their pocket and just check the county records. And that'll tell you all you need to know for your denial. As I said before, and this is also how property owners, landlords, can lose their property when tenants don't pay for this length of time. And don't forget, he hasn't gotten rent. She's trying to play victim. That's how I see it. He hasn't gotten rent. He or she has not gotten rent in 3 years. Then they have to pay. And eviction isn't free. Then you have to pay to evict and get the paperwork going. It's a process. It costs money. It can be hundreds of dollars. So he hadn't gotten paid in 3 years. And now the landlord has to pay to evict him. Then kind of rehab the place. I'm sure it's going to need fumigating. and you want to act like you're the victim. You're a victim man of your own circumstances. You are a victim of your own ignorance.
How you think he feel if he ain't got no money? He ain't got it.
Oh, okay. It ain't like my mama can't pay the money, because mama probably thought she was running game and stacking the paper. And what she's going to learn is no one may want to rent to her. So you and your daughter might be at the hotel, motel, the one that does the extended stay with a kitchenette. It's not like she can't pay the money. So they thought they were getting over. On the system. And now look, and this is how landlords can end up losing their property, dealing with people like this who just call themselves, I don't want to pay.
Want his house back. That is irritating. Then y'all doing this in the cold, bro. How would you say how you think he feel if he ain't got no money? It ain't like he ain't got it. Nothing.
So it ain't like my mama can't pay the money. No one has come and told us nothing. When you sign the lease, that's all they were telling you right then and there. When you sign that lease, they were telling you then. And the fact when you stop paying, you're the one who voided the lease. It ain't like, so that tells me they've been discussing it. You really thought you were so smart. Dumb. So people like this, when they find themselves, I would tell anybody, being a landlord before, when you see gaps and people come with a sob story, like I said, the small mom and pop, this can happen. As I said before, when they start selling those properties in Wall Street, the hedge fund managers pop in. Oh, people are going to be in for a rude awakening. That's why some people right now can't even get a lease. Some people right now can't get a lease. And this tells me, shit, they've been standing there saving the money, papa, thinking they were getting over, and now look, this day has come. So yeah, I've been seeing this a whole lot. These people act like no one's told me nothing. No, anytime you get the papers in the mail to go to court, that they're telling you a whole lot of something right then and there. That's all you need to know. And the judge gives you how many days you have to get out. And if not, you can call the constable, what have you. They can go ahead and they can go ahead and pull you out. So people like this here, I have no sympathy. You think you're so smart, you are just dumb. And you're not a victim. The only thing you're a victim of your own ignorance. This landlord, hats off to you. I wouldn't have let it go on that 3 years. I would not have let that slide. No, I wouldn't have let it go on that long. People try to run all kind of game, and now it's in the winter. It's irritating. Yep, and you have irritated the landlord's pockets out of rent money for 3 years. Unbelievable. I'm going to say this. We see the mom has her. I hope this young lady, please do the community a favor. Okay. Don't procreate. We have enough problems. We sure do not need a mini me from you coming around here. Oh, please. Bonquifa. We don't need a Bonquifa Etta, whatever, you would name your child. Please. I hope she does not procreate. Um, they need to have a system. When they see people doing silly things, I don't care what nationality, a system when people, you can see irrational behavior. It's not, it's not logical. You need to go ahead and just say, toot, 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 toot. Take a little picture and send it into the little program. So then that person, we're going to make a little visit and let you know it's not a good idea for you to procreate. We need to have a little conversation. Please, Miss Bonquifa or Mama Bonquifeta, please do not procreate, because this woman to me is not rational. It is not rational. It's an example to me like ignorance begets ignorance. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think. But this is a good example of how landlords they can lose their property, people not wanting to pay. And of course, you have somebody living rent free. And then when it's time to get up out of there, when it's time to go, when Nathaniel Penn shows up, when the constable shows up, it's time to go, they try to act like they're the victim. Again, only a victim of ignorance. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.